Alright, this is Mike at the ungodly hour of 5:15 in the morning watching the K1 Grand Prix, but this isn't about the Grand Prix, this is about the TCA Draft, which will be this Friday unless half the coaches do not make it. Now, this is out to all the coaches who weren't in the room when we decided this, and if this is too soon, you can blame The Miz. But anyways, onwards, be there, 8 o'clock p.m., in a stickum room. It'll be called the draft room to sort of differentiate it from our usual MMA, UFC, K1 room for a little bit of extra privacy. Be there. If you're not going to be there, create a little thing of the fighters you want, send it to someone who can draft for you that you trust. I don't know, me or whoever, doesn't matter. It can be me, it can be The Miz, it can be Byron, it can be Peach Fuzz. Any of those people are basically, you know, pretty much guaranteed to be there. UFC Kid, there's another one. Anyways, and for those of you wondering what the TCA is, it's an MMA simulator that I have made, and it's a league sort of like the IFL, in which a team of 5 people fight a team of 5 people, one at a time, of course, no gang fighting. And amongst some of the coaches are myself, the MMA analyst Jeremy, Patrick Hockey Chase, Byron Giant, which is Byron, The Miz, which is Mark, and UFC Kid, which is Evan. These are all MMA predictors on YouTube, and there's a couple other. We have 16 teams in total. Check out the website, it's at the side, or I guess that side actually. Anyways, so 8 p.m. I've emailed the fighter list to everyone except for the people I don't have the emails of, and let me get that real quick. That would be Brian, aka the coach of Portland. I also need the email of Michael Judoka of San Antonio. I need the email of Nightdog of New York. I need 905 Daytona Beach's email, and ktfo the Atlantic City Assasins email. I need those emails. I will send you the list. There's roughly 40 fighters per weight class in the draft, so we're good on that. I think there's a fair good variety of good fighters that you can choose from. So, oh yeah, playoffs are starting in 2 weeks for anyone that's in the playoffs. And for those of you that don't remember, that's New York versus Toronto, and also BC versus Houston. And then 2 weeks after that, we will have the championship game, and then 2 weeks after that, we hit the Grand Prix, if we end up having it. I don't know if we will. And then after that, shortly after that, we're going to start the season up again. Remember, there are some injured fighters. You might want to ask about them before you draft a fighter. That's about it. There are Reese Andy's on suspension, but I believe he's probably the only one. I think he's supposed to miss the first 4 months of the second season. So 4 out of your 7 games he'll not be in for. Schedule works that way. You'll play each of the teams in your division once. If you don't know what division you are, kind of figure out if you're further east or further west. And there's a few cities that it might not work for, but for the most part, it'll work. Anyways, that's about it. The rules are we're forfeiting all 8 teams forfeit their players into the draft, and it'll be an 8-round draft, so we'll have 8 players per team, 5 main fighters and 3 alternates for injuries and suspensions and things like that. And it'll be a random lottery draft. For example, there are 16 teams. Each of you get 1 number in the random number generator. It'll pop up a string of numbers with no repeats. Boom, you get the draft order. And then we'll do it again for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, 8th round. There. So get back to me on this. If you're not going to make it, tell me. Get someone to draft for you. Otherwise, don't bitch about the team we give you. And finally, just make your best effort to be there. If no one can make it, we'll postpone it. I'm cool with that. Aside from that, later.